Alright, so here we are, we're getting the girth done up, and on ride about 14, it's quite impressive that this mare will virtually stand still whilst I do that. In fact, she's really just moving to get me on top of her properly and get things balanced. So off we go. It's been snowing here, we haven't actually done much for 4 or 5 days. I don't know what ride this is, probably about 14, something like that. 10, I don't know. Anyway, she's going quite well. Now I make a bit of a mistake here. I go for a stop from the canter, and she stops well but scares herself. Now, what I should do here right away is recognize that, go back to the trot or the walk and start stopping from that gait, from a slower gait, but I don't. In fact, I go on and carry on trying to fix the problem. Well, I create a problem by not going back to the walk, and she begins to halt, stop, squint, and I don't fix this until right at the end of the session when I go back to the trot. You see that her backside swinging out to the left, and she's going to continue to do that because the rider has not recognized an opportunity to go back, give the horse confidence, and rework that stop and continue to get really nice stops like that first one. So I had actually warmed her up a bit before we started filming, and then I tightened the girth. So just so you know, we don't go straight to cantering horses around because that can lead to injury. Okay, other than that, she's going rather nicely. I mean, she's going much more forward. You remember the last video, she really didn't want to go forward. The stops are nice. They're happening mostly on the voice command, and then just at the right moment with the snap from the bossal, and she's neck reining. And although I had to kick her a couple of times there, she's starting to recognize that the leg tells her something. She's actually very willing to stop. Her head comes up a little bit high, but of course a head check will sort that out in the end if she continues to, and she probably won't, because once she gets more confidence in stopping, her head will stay nice and low, and she'll stop just like a polo pony should. This jumping up off the front end there, it's because she's twisted with her backside washing out, and a little bit lack of confidence. I think she likes to just pop up, make sure she's stopped on those hind quarters. I think that's what it is, but either way it will go over time. I mean, this is ride 14, it's no big deal. Having to push her on a bit there, she thought I was asking for a stop. She's very sensitive, okay, toward the camera, and you can see, look at that, washes that hind leg out. It's almost like she goes in hard on her right hind and then sort of scares herself and lets her backside drift out. And again there, you know, okay, here's the gate is like a magnet right now. The cameras are around about where the gate is to the arena, and so she's having difficulty, and there she throws her shoulder into the turn to come down towards the gate. Oh, that was pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. But the nice thing about that is that at least we don't have a bridle in the horse's mouth, a bit in the horse's mouth. So although the bossal is actually quite severe, I mean, it does get a reaction out of them, you have to train that reaction into them, you know, because they'll pull out a bossal just the same as they will a halter. And so unless you actually get your timing right and work with the horse with the bossal, it doesn't really become a tool. It becomes no more than a halter. And maybe that's why people go to the bridle. Now here we have a little lead change there, and again she wants to put that backside out towards the left. Very consistent. At least she's consistent. Alright, so now I think the rider here has now realized, well, maybe I better go back to the trot. I think it's at this point. Yeah, well, they're at the walk anyway. So those are halts at the walk. That's her halting on voice command right there. I didn't even put a rein input in at all. Again, and she's neck reining nicely. 1, 2, 4. And you see, all I had to do was just lift my hand. Now it's a nice stop at the walk. And what I have to do is a lot more of that. So I'll do a lot more of that between now and the next time I film her. Hopefully I'll get some more rides, and I think the snow is over, but we are in Colorado. Could come anytime. Nice neck rein. She's soft. I mean, she's really nice and soft. And now you can see me moving my hands a bit there. Good. Good. Moving my hands a bit. I do that kind of to rub the rein up and down the neck. Seems to keep it straight. So now I've got a couple of bad rider. If I'm going to stop there, okay, that's not good, right? And it wasn't good. It was crap. So I should have gone to the trot there and not straight back from the walk to the canter. I think maybe a lot of this is because there have not been many rides in between the last recording and this, and I'm trying to, I think I'm trying to do something for the camera for all you guys out there, but really I shouldn't, and that was better. I mean, you know, a good horseman ought to know that when he should be trotting, when he should be cantering, and I'm not exhibiting that right here, but seeing it on video, showing it to you guys, proves to me that that's the case. So I'll go to walk and trot over the next short period of time, try and get it right, and then show you some stops again at the canter. But she's doing well. Young mare doing well.